I don't understand them, and, you know, I don't care if you're hearing me or not. Like I said, you came over and attacked me. That was an invasion of my privacy.
You were standing outside, you were in your driveway. I just asked you why you were recording me.
You're doing it again. You're interrupting me. That was the first
Okay.
Well, recording is a hard.
Okay. Now I'm recording. I am
Good.
recording you
Good. I'm
because
glad you're
this is
recording me.
absolutely crazy. I've lived here a year. I asked you today.
You attacked
while
me.
I did not attack
No, I mean,
you.
you verbally attacked me.
I asked you while you were in your driveway. I said I happened to ride by and see
Yes.
that your iPad was facing me, and I thought you were recording me.
Yes.
And so I basically
And I-
just asked
and
you
I
why.
told you I was,
and then
and I
you said
told you
because
why.
I was doing illegal things with my
I
motorcycle.
told you why. No, I told
but-
you it was because I didn't know what you were going to do.
But you know what? But that's fine.
But
so
you know what, Louis?
I mean,
I didn't come
you
over
know,
here to repeat and
I
rehash
know this
what
is
we already
every
said.
time we ever talk. Then you come storming over to my house, and then you
You're
start
the
banging
one
on
who
my
started
door.
this conversation.
I
I
mean,
just wanted to vacuum
You know
out
what?
my car.
I was having exactly. I was asking I was having a conversation with you. You just said that I do things that are weird. As far as I know, I go to work. I have a child who has a broken pelvis and a broken tailbone right now that I'm
Sorry.
dealing with.
I'm really
So
sorry.
I don't
know
really
how
think that
painful can be.
I don't think that I'm doing anything weird.
Keeping
You know,
a motorcycle in your house.
there's
Some
nothing
people might
wrong
call
with
that weird.
there's nothing wrong with having a motorcycle in my
God.
house. Yeah, I got a motorcycle in my
No,
house.
it's so
You know why?
funny. I
Because
used
I
to-
have no other
no.
place to put
I used to
it.
think you put it in the garage, and that's why, you know,
No.
when I used to see it up here, I thought, oh, he must put it in the garage.
But
I
you know,
just-
I mean, this is something that I don't do anything weird. I work, and again, it's a luxury that you have that I'm only here about 30% of the time. But yet, you still find things to whine and complain about.
You
and,
came over to me and asked me to
You know,
tell you
for
instances
a guy
of
who,
XYZ.
you know, for a
So
guy
you kind of
who-
asked me to.
For a guy who's 30 years old like I am, and and for having a kid and being as quiet as I normally typically am,
Quiet
and
oh
being
my
that I'm
God.
gone about 70% of the time,
God.
you would think that you would cut me some slack when I fire up my motorcycle, or
You
but
know
no,
what?
you're all.
I
I
don't
mean,
want to talk about your motorcycle.
that's
anymore.
fine. I don't honestly. This is me saying I don't even really want to talk. I mean, you
Okay.
don't.
But
You don't
just
need to
so that
say.
you
You
have
don't
this-
need to say hi to my
But
son.
just-
You don't need
he
to say.
said hi to me. I
That's
wasn't going to
fine,
ignore him.
but you don't
I
need
don't
to-
ignore people when they say hello to
That's
me.
fine, but-
That's rude.
I don't need to say hi or talk to you.
Well,
We don't
you know
have
what,
to be
Louis?
friends. We just
I
live
don't
next
want
door.
to be friends, but I will say hello to you from now on.
That's fine.
And
I
you
mean,
do what you
you
wanna
know,
do.
Dave and you can't force me to be somebody. You know,
Of course not.
Dave isn't trying to do that,
Dave
but
doesn't know
I think Dave
anything.
just wants everybody to get along.
Dave
but
doesn't know
the fact of the
anything.
matter
I
is
never
that
talked to Dave
the
about
thing
you.
with Dave and I.
The only thing I've ever said
I'm
to
friendly
Dave-
with Dave, but this is a business transaction. I rent a place for him.
Same
I pay
here.
quite a bit of money to live here and
So
live
do I.
live in peace.
So do
but
I.
living next door to you, sometimes I feel like I can't even live my life.
That's your issue.
Well, not when I have Dave calling me going, well, she says it's too loud, or you know,
Did that
you were
happen
doing
a
you were
year
doing
ago?
your surround sound, it's too loud,
happened-
or
it happened
you coming out of your
twice, and you're
house,
saying
you
every
coming out of your
time.
house like a week after I moved in, right in front of Dave, saying, "Oh, your TV was too loud." So I just look at it like, you know
You
what,
just
you're
like
just
to
really
hold
out.
a grudge
And now,
against
and
people.
now, no, not a grudge, because now it's my motorcycle,
was
and
a
now
year
you're
ago.
videotaping me.
It was a year ago.
That was a day ago.
Okay, so the motorcycle. got
That's
you
not
beat the
weird. How would you
motorcycle
like
to
it if you
death.
went driving by and I was like videotaping you? Wouldn't
That
you
would be
think?
fine.
Wouldn't you
If
wouldn't
you
you
thought
wouldn't
that I-
wonder
if you thought
you
that I
wouldn't
was-
wonder
you
why
know
I was
what?
recording
No,
you?
You know what, Louis? You know
You
what,
wouldn't
Louis?
even go, I wonder why he's recording
If I was
me.
backing out and like getting really close to your car, wouldn't you stop and go like that? And for you to tell me that your kid did not kick his ball over by my pots, that's just a lie. Because he did, and your mother saw it, and she told him not to kick the ball over there.
Okay.
And if he
I mean,
does it again, I will tell him to stop because I pay a lot of money for those pots. It's difficult for me to take care of them. They're one of the few joys I get out of life. And I am not asking you to do anything other than just be a neighbor.
I have been.
Let's just
you know,
let's just
you don't
cut
like
the
that I have a
tension,
motorcycle.
Cut the tension. You know.
I mean, you know, can we agree that you are not a very tactful person? I
No.
mean, you have no tact whatsoever. I mean, I'm 31 and I've got a million times more tact than you have.
Yes. You
I
know what?
I have
You know
no
what,
idea
Louis?
how old you
I
are,
run a
but
business.
but
I run
you know
a
what?
business.
So do I.
So,
So do I.
Yeah,
Why do you think I
so-
have all the toys I have? It's not
Yeah.
because I'm sitting at home all day.
well, good for you.
So
I live
you know
in so
how
much pain
you know
that I
how
can
when
barely
Dave
work
says when
3
I'm out of
hours a
town, if
day.
you need an electrician, call Lewis. That's because my dad and I run a
I
business.
know what
So
you do for a living, and you know what?
so-
If I had an electrical problem, I wouldn't call you. I'd
that
pay someone else.
that would be awesome
because
because
I don't want you in my house.
like that's that's the biggest fear that I have is you calling me for an electrical problem, like you did 2
It
weeks
wouldn't
after
happen.
2 weeks after I moved in.
didn't
You
call you
wanted me.
about an
You were like, "Oh, I have a
electrical
problem with my lamp. Can you come over and check it out?" And I said, "Yeah, when I have
Oh,
time."
that
That
was
never
no,
happened
No, you know
because
what,
I didn't
Louis,
want to
that
go
was
over to your
before we
house
even
because
had
you
a
creeped me
bad-
out.
That was before we even had a bad encounter.
Yeah.
I was trying to be neighborly.
Yeah, well,
And
I've been
I
trying
was
to be
planning
neighborly
on
too.
bringing
You know
you
what?
the
I
rains,
have
but-
I have been trying to be neighborly for a year, but you
you
know what?
haven't.
You're very
You haven't
you're
done
just
anything
you
for
have
me.
no tact. You're rude. You know,
Louis,
you
tell
get
me one
irritated at
thing
me,
you've
and you know
done
what?
that was
I have a
neighborly.
5-year-old. You come over here pounding on my door,
That was-
and then you're
that
crying
wasn't
and talking
neighborly.
through my. Right now, you're doing that. You just did that right now.
Well, that's because hey, you came over there and attacked me.
I didn't
You
attack you.
You didn't.
I didn't
you
attack you. I
verbally
came over and I
attacked
said, Sue, I said, did yesterday when I was leaving on my motorcycle,
I'm not
I
gonna-
looked through
I'm
your
not gonna
window
go
and
back through that
it
again.
looked like your iPad was
You know
on me
what?
and you said,
You know what?
yes, I was because you're doing something illegal with your motorcycle and I know
what?
you can't
If
do
you're
that because
gonna
I've
keep
already
interrupting
called
me
the
and not
city.
give me a chance to say what I want to say, then I have a right to come over here and be allowed to say what I want to say. So here it is.
You don't
Louis.
have a right to be here.
Here it is, Louis.
Go talk to Dave.
I am not gonna. You know what? You have my word right now. This conversation will not be communicated to Dave in any way.
Oh, this
unless you
conversation is
do
going
it.
to be
Unless
communicated
you
to
do
Dave. Yeah, it
If
is.
you
I'm
do it.
I'm
That's fine.
This is the way I'm going to be able to communicate it to
You
him.
communicated to
You've been
Dave.
so far. You've been talking here for 7 minutes.
Well, you were over there for like 20.
Not really, but
Well, I don't know. I have a recording, Louis. So
exactly. I know you do.
You know I do.
I
mean,
know you
let's
do
be
everything.
honest.
Yeah, I know.
Because Dave told me it's he said, she said.
Yeah, that's fine.
So if
So
we
you
have
being
both have
crazy, creepy
recordings-
right now is not really he
I'm
said,
not
she
being
said.
crazy.
You're not?
Okay, Louis. Goodbye, neighbor. Have a nice
Okay.
evening.
So again, you live next door. I live here.
Louis, I promise.
Just please
I
leave me
will
alone,
not be
okay?
playing it too loud. If it's too loud, please let me know. It is premiere week. I am watching a lot more TV now. I swear to God, I never deliberately play my TV loud.
Okay. Just banging your doors and your cabinets and stuff all the time.
You know what, Louis?
That's the only thing that you
Louis,
do that's so loud that you
I
do
can
intentionally.
barely move my right arm. So for you to suggest that I bang and
Well,
slam
you
things
had that right arm up in the air
is
pretty high a few minutes ago.
hilarious. I do
Talking,
not.
you had your arm like this.
I do not bang and slam doors.
Okay. Well, that's not what my walls
Dave
say.
knows about that.
That's fine. Please don't come over here again, okay? If you have any issues, I would appreciate if you just talk to Dave. Thank you. Have a good night, Sue.
You too, Louis.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
Bye-bye.